Uh, at times you feel like you've hit some kind of wall. Like you've been on the move, and then boom, you hit some sort of wall here. That actually, in fact, that wall is not that sturdy. It's not that strong, and I do see you can knock it down quite easily, Pisces. You know you can. Uh, Piling on work on yourself, perhaps. Sometimes you feel like there's nothing you can do about it. But what I see here, small certain changes you are looking to make can make a big difference. From small changes, it can make a big difference here. And then you'll soon see that whatever wall you hit or you felt like you hit will no longer be there. Don't be afraid to ask for some sort of assistance. I do see new advice coming in. Somebody coming in with a fresh mind, fresh, view of things that will help you out with this, um, with advice that will definitely come in very, very handy for you. Um, there, I guess, a very, very specific message here for you, Pisces, about a bracelet, a very nice bracelet. Um, a pearl bracelet. I mean, clearly this is something very specific. Make sure you put it on well, like you clasp it on. You don't want to lose it. That's just a message, a warning message that I get for some of you. It also could be a gift that somebody bought you when you were feeling very nostalgic. I also do see that for some of you. Um, Feeding yourself the right things in terms of thoughts, energies. Very important. I do see having a good time to relax, rest up, put your feet up. You deserve it. It's like I get the message of no rest for the wicked for some of you. Perhaps that's something that you say, but you're going through something that's re-energizing. It will be really, really good for you as well. Something will be floating. If you, I do see for some of you, perhaps you're worried that something is going to sink. No, it's going to float. It's going to actually go swimmingly nicely. It's going to be able to float and swim, and whatever direction you need it to go will go. Think positive, Pisces. Think positive. And take those positive actions as well. There is, for some, just for some, there could be a slow start to something, but that's okay. It also gives you the opportunity for you to look after yourself and whatnot. There is something that someone has been scared to tell you, to express to you, and I do see they have evolved. There is something, actually, they've changed quite a bit, and you will be hearing from somebody perhaps that will reveal a lot in terms of how they feel. Lots of romantic gestures that I do see coming through. Maybe there's an admirer that you never knew of that's finally going to come through to the surface. There is also beginner's luck. I'm seeing something about beginner's luck. If you're playing a game or something, you get beginner's luck, but you're figuring out a way to continue this. Once, if you step onto the wrong tracks, or slightly wrong direction, the universe will let you know right away. It will, the universe will come in strong. So make sure you are in tune with yourself. Listen to the signs and everything. Watch out for the signs. I do see some of you will definitely be highly recognized by the work that you do. Highly recognized. And also to have a very strong support system around you, Pisces. Remember that. The Judgment. Ooh. Judgment, the King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. All right. Pisces, the Judgment, King of Swords, and King of Pentacles. This is a very, very pivotal time that I see here. Having a choice, a decision to make whether you want to, or what you want to keep and what you want to bring with you going forward. A new way of doing things, a new way of taking charge. There's going to be a lot of reflection. And I do get, again, the message from the universe of what it is that you want to keep and is it good for you. Things will be cleared away from you. Recognizing perhaps some things that what you were doing was working, but perhaps not to your full potential. And we see here you coming to great potential. Great potential. Things are starting to really connect very, very strongly. Somebody, again, I get somebody wise coming in with a lot of wise words, and definitely take on that opportunity. It is available. It is there for you. I also see you could be finding some sort of truth out for some of you, but it's going to build your confidence. Whatever misunderstanding that there was is going to be cleared up. Going to build on your confidence. Something that you've been wanting to have come true. You're following along that line. So that's really, really good. Someone that's very serious about what they say, what they mean. Also, the way you interpret the way someone says something, like their language. Perhaps there's a language barrier or something like that. That's clearly specific, but that's what's coming through, and that something of that nature will be cleared up. But you are being well looked after. You are being put in a position of great authority here, being on top of things. And I also see being very, very selective. You selecting who you want to work with or trust and so forth, and vice versa. Someone that's choosing you to be close with them. 2 cards. The Hangman and the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, look at that. Okay. The 5 of Cups, the Hangman, and the Ace of Pentacles. Remember, we were saying to make sure that you stay in the right thoughts, positivity. And that seems to be a theme for many of the signs, especially the water signs. Because here with the 5 of Cups, something truer and bigger is coming through. Rather than you focusing on something that perhaps didn't happen or whatever it may be, didn't go in the way that you wanted. And that's something that we must let go of quickly, you know, because some things are starting to unravel, unfold. A really beautiful gift, reward, surprise for you here coming through. Allow this to flow. Allow whatever manifestation is coming through without any kind of resistance, and being on top of it as well. There's a dynamic that is shifting here. Dynamic in relationship, dynamic in your path. There's lots of things that are shifting. It's going to bring you, well, I do see for some of you good news, something that's going to be an anchor in your life, you know, prosperity that's going to continue. Oh, I love it here with the Fool. Yes, okay. Something that you've also dreamt up, that you've worked on, you're able to take it to the next level here with the Fool. Things that you felt were against you are no longer there. No longer there. And you are free to step into this next phase here. Your visualizations are very, very strong, turning into real manifestations, and continuing with that energy of luck that you are creating. Very, very important. I do get there's a heart-to-heart of somebody, again, in terms of attraction, admirers coming through. But you are definitely, realizing that you need to look after yourself, and there's a much brighter picture coming through here for you. knowing that you are also well looked after, Pisces. And you start with something that you have envisioned is coming.